We are at Castlemaine Childcare Centre, kindergarten on Berkeley Street. Obviously, because we don't want any kids getting stung, we've had to come in the afternoon once all the kids have left. So we've got this place pretty much to ourselves except for the staff. We're in a big tree with a scaffolding to get up here. There's a hive that starts down here. Oh, just move the torch out of the way. Starts down here and it works its way up higher. Most of the bottom half of the hive is unused and dead, so just because the weather's not been great for allowing beehives to build up in the area. Keeps raining, keeps knocking the nectar out of the plants, and the bees aren't getting any food. So we're going to use the bee vac to get them out and then pull the comb out, fill the cavity with old rags and that until the council and that decide what they want to do with the cavity, because they want it to be a nesting cavity for ducks and whatnot. So yeah, the bees need to come out safely. We've emptied out the bulk of what was in there. There are there is still more comb higher up. What we've pulled out so far is all old waste comb that they've not using. We're now moving up to this section, so we'll work from this section downwards and then upwards and get the queen along the way. This piece of rotted timber will come out quite easily if it's like what was below. It's not structural, it's not going to destabilise the tree by taking out this piece of rotted timber. Most of the cavities behind that piece of timber, and we can't get the hive out without taking the timber out. So there we go, let's get this still going. Okay, we've started to pull out sheets of brood. Still almost no nectar or honey. It's quite a dry hive, which makes it easier, but big sheets of brood. So we'll frame that up up here, but then unite it in quarantine with the rest of the hive. Okay, so this one was harder than I expected. The hive went a heap higher up the trunk than I anticipated, which can happen with trees unfortunately. Thermal camera doesn't see very well through timber, through thick timber like trees. Anyway, we've got the queen, she's in the box. The brood, like the babies, are over in the ute, and we'll unite them when we get to quarantine. I've put, you can't see from here, I've put rags in as best I could. We didn't have as many as we needed, so I did the best I could with what I've got. There is still some foragers flying around, but there's not that many. I got the huge bulk of the hive out, so that's all good, and within a week they should all have moved on, but that one was crazy. Anyway, it's done now, but we'll get them to quarantine.